Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our new topic, that is tourist satisfaction. It is very important topic that you need to understand, and we must ensure that tourists who come to our destinations, they are always feel contented and feel happy. That's what we call satisfied. So when they satisfied, less problem. Okay. All right. What is tourist satisfaction? So in the slide, you see statement number one, post-consumption evaluation concerning a specific product or service. Two, one of the key judgments. And three, tourists can have significant satisfaction feeling. Alright, class. Satisfaction is created based on these two premises, expectation and actual experience. Okay, I think I have discussed this before about the actual versus the expectation, about the theory, expectancy disconfirmation theory by Oliver 1980. Okay, into the theory is classified into three branches. First, positive disconfirmation, negative disconfirmation, and the other one is zero disconfirmation. Positive means you have low expectation, by the actual experience on that particular service or product at that particular visited site is higher than what you expect. It will ignite to satisfaction. Less satisfaction could probably be created if you have too much of your expectation, or the expectation is very high but the actual experience is very low. It doesn't match, so it will affect the total of your enjoyment or satisfaction of that on that particular service or performance of that particular destination. For the zero disconfirmation, it happens when you expect that thing happen, but in reality, to make it simple like this, your expectation is similar to the actual experience. What you have expected is just what being translated. Called what you expect is similar on that particular happening. Okay, it happens, the event occurs based on what you have expected, macam tu. Alright, so that would no effect on satisfaction. So your satisfaction level is not affected so much, because apa yang kita anggap ataupun expect ni dalam bahasa Melayunya apa ya, anggap ataupun inginkan ataupun impikan, harapkan, dan benda tu terjadi seperti apa yang kita harapkan, macam tu lah. So there will be no effect on your satisfaction. Alright, okay, now examples. Feeling satisfied on all or some of their traveling episodes, facilities they have enjoyed, and so on. Okay, I have a video for you so that you can identify some of the academic terms, how it is important, or how can you measure satisfaction. Just wait for a while.
What is the most impactful and reliable way to increase visitor satisfaction? It's not a fancy new exhibit or a multi-million-dollar wing. Data suggests that the answer is personalized interactions with frontline staff. You're watching Know Your Own Bone, Fast Facts for Cultural Executives. I'm Colleen Dillon-Schneider. Data suggests that personal interactions between staff and visitors significantly increase overall satisfaction, and many other key performance indicators as well. At Impacts, we call these interactions PFEs, or Personal Facilitated Experiences. So a PFE is a one-to-one or a one-to-few interaction between a staff member and visitors. These are not shows or large group tours. Instead, what we're talking about here are interactions between a staff member and an individual, a couple, or a small group. An example might be a staff member engaging in a cart activity on the floor, or explaining exhibits, or providing fun facts. People who have a PFE have significantly higher levels of satisfaction than visitors to the same organization at the exact same time who do not have a PFE. Take a look at this data from an Impex client that's representative of the trend that we're seeing across the board. Folks who have had a PFE report an increase in perceived admission value. These folks actually feel like they're getting a better bang for their buck by coming to see you. PFEs also increase perceived education value. They also increase entertainment value. Unsurprisingly, they also elevate employee courtesy. In fact, PFEs are so successful in increasing satisfaction that we can use them to increase satisfaction by day part. We call this flooding the zone, and it's especially helpful during times when there's construction, an early event rentals being set up, or during times when satisfaction just might be lower. In sum, there's a lot of talk about new wings and fancy new initiatives among cultural organizations. But deploying engaging frontline staff may well be your organization's easiest, smartest, and most impactful investment. And now you're in the know. Thanks so much for watching. For more information, click on the link.
Okay, personal facilitated experiences. What do you understand by that? Personal is one-to-one. It is a human-to-human. Facilitated, you cater to the needs of this customer and their experience. Okay, the experience would be based on the way how you treat the customer. If you are treating the customer, what we call this by using the welcoming act, by approaching the hospitality and friendly welcoming act, you smile and you treat customers as a like a VIP. You treat the customer like a king. You always cater to the needs and wants of this customer. Okay, you understand their needs. You have some empathy on them. You also pay respect on them. You are very knowledgeable. You are very skillful, and you are showing your best possible colors. Then probably they will enjoy with your hospitality. They will enjoy and thank to you because they are staying there is just what we call a fantastic and memorable experiences at that particular site or destination or that particular resort or any kind of colorful memory that they can keep on their mind. Okay, so the researchers and destination management pays critical attention towards satisfaction. Is very important. Yeah, it is very important because if the customer is satisfied, then there will be likelihood for a repeat visit. The repeat visit means loyalty. Okay, so it also can increase the average length of stay on that particular hotel. All right, so it also could flourish or boom the economic the what we call the economic setting on that particular area. So in that particular point, to increase destination competitiveness, because you are having so many of these attractions, okay, operated by many kinds of organizations, so they are competing with each other. Any organization such as hotels and resorts, they are fighting with each other in order to lure more customers to the hotels. Okay, so other than you are providing this kind of facilities, so you need also to have some credible staff with good knowledge, all right, that can pamper this visitor. From the moment the visitor step on that particular lobby, that is what we call the first measurement made by this visitor on the level of experiences, or on the level of satisfactions, on the levels of happiness. Okay, so the most important thing as a manager, they need to increase or to improve the happiness index among the guests or the tourists. Okay, so the first impression was made the moment they step at the border, at the airport, at the harbor, all right, or at the jetty. Okay, that's what we call the first impression, the way they've been treated. Okay, paling mudah the punya element is you just smile, okay, you smile and then pay respect to them, okay. Next is to identify visitor markets for growth purposes. This is very important. You need to understand which category of visitors. So you might want to segment this visitor by age or by social economy bracket. Okay, but if you are going to do that, you are specifically doing your research. But the most important, or in general term, that you can do is apa dia, make it generally. You treat people equally the same, regardless of gender, regardless of age, regardless of social status. Sometimes your eyes can deceive you, okay. It is sometimes your eyes can fool you. Don't judge the book by its cover. Macam tu, alright. And develop products or services that meet the tourist expectations. Okay, if the expectation is very high, then you need to comply, then you need to match it, then you need to fulfill it. Expectation ni mana anggapan, tanggapan, harapan menggunung tinggi nak itu. Dia nak keinginan, the needs, expectations, the needs. Bila dia ada keperluan itu, ada nampak that particular opportunity, kena fulfill. If you don't fulfill it, akan jadi apa? Akan jadi hamper. You know, hamper. What we call this one, what do you feel if you are being rejected? You feel you're being rejected. Macam tu lah, hamper. You feel down so much. Okay, so the importance of satisfaction is you can maximize tourist yields. Okay, keluar masuk, the passing and out of that particular tourist to that particular destination, kan? Sebab this destination is just a place and space. This place and space needs to be consumed. So we want one group consume and then they will leave, and then coming back another group. So the coming and go, these tourists should be continuously, and when they go they feel happy, when they go they smile. In philosophy dia katakan ada puncak bahagia ataupun puncak kenikmatan. Okay, what they call perfect happiness or eudaimonia, bahagia. Sebab bila dia happy tu mesti ke arah perfect happiness. Dia gembira tapi dia mesti bahagia, mesti seronok. Macam itulah. Ada orang nampak gembira tapi adakah dia bahagia? Macam itulah, alright. If you don't understand, you can always ask me in the Telegram group. Okay, key issues on satisfaction research. First, components that determine satisfaction. So it is very important for you to identify the areas, the facilities, the services that affect satisfaction level. Okay, if you identify that certain visitors allergic to some food, then you might want to identify what are the alternative of that particular visitors that they can eat, or certain example diabetic meal ke whatsoever. Alright, so I need to entertain to all requests. Okay, that is one of the example. The most important thing, you identify the areas first. You identify based on the complaints received. Macam tu lah. You identify that many of these visitors dislike ants in the guest room. So buat apa? Kenalah buat pest control, no more ants. Ataupun paling tidak pun no more odor. Bau-bau yang tidak menyenangkan dalam bilik. Instrumental refers to physical attributes, example availability of toilets, parking space, etc. Especially this affect so much to these Muslim visitors. Muslim visitors, when they are staying in a hotel, yang benda yang paling penting sekali dia cari ialah bidet ataupun shower, kan, the spray shower for cleaning after hadas kecil, kan, macam tu. kan, buang air besar, buang air kecil, they need this bidet ataupun shower, the spray shower, or the availability of this Muslim friendly facilities, example the kiblat, the sejadah, okay, macam tu. And then makanan halal available or easily accessed by this OKU, to the toilet, to the parking area, to the room juga, macam tu lah. Expressive refers to the psychological attributes, the reactions of happiness, then you might need to improve and maintain. Reaction of anger, down, kan, boredom whatsoever, needs to be rectified immediately, kan, macam tu. So kalau kajian tentang satisfaction ni, quantitative study, kita buat kajian skala 1 hingga 5. Strongly dissatisfied number 1 to number 5 strongly satisfied. The same goes to 1 to 7. Okay, but this one is more to the research. Okay, but we are not going to discuss about this. Purpose of satisfaction studies is very important. If you don't understand the visitors' satisfaction, then it would affect so much of your business. Kan ramai orang datang kat tempat kita, tapi ramai orang rasa macam benci dan bosan, kan, dan mereka tidak akan datang lagi. To those happy visitors, they happy, feel contented, feel much love, they feel what we call this, being treated like a king and queen, they will come again. Okay, they will come again and revisit that particular destination, because they feel very very happy and so much feel what you call in what we call this one, rasa apa ni nama dia, dia rasa dihargai, feel appreciated. Yes, yang tu, dalam keadaan dihargai. Okay, kalau orang menghargai kita sukalah pergi kat situ, kan. Satisfaction can be used in numerous studies to understand many aspects of tourism products and services. Memang kena ambil tahu satisfaction ni susah. Ada juga some of the quotes, it is very hard to please everybody, but it is not impossible. It is always possible. It is always possible to please everybody. Walaupun ada quotation, kan, bukan semua orang kita boleh puaskan hati. Memang betul, tapi semua hati orang betul boleh dipuaskan. Boleh. It is possible work, kan, macam tu. Kita kena go to edge of this group, go to the edge of this group, tanya apa yang dia tak puas hati, what is lacking in our services. Macam tu lah, kena tanya seorang, kena pamper. It is very tiring, but you don't have any excuses. Tu je lah, memang tiring, tapi kalau kita dapat 100 orang and 100 orang itu bagi rating yang bagus to your service, it will improve your star, dapat 5 bintang, kan, 5 bintang. And then ada review, katakan ada 1000 review, ada 900 lebih review itu that congratulate the organisation, kan. Dia kata sangat berpuas hati dengan services delivered by your organisation. Okay, so satisfaction trap. This one, I think this is first time that you are hearing satisfaction trap. Selalu dengar tourist trap, tapi this one is satisfaction trap. Okay, often satisfaction is being used as a way to indicate higher good performance. Okay, satisfaction cannot be the sole dominant indicator of a successful destination or company. Ya, betul lah, sebab the successful company based on the good financial flow, good financial management, how you manage the site, how you manage the hotel, how you manage the building, how you manage the organisation, how you manage the personnel, kan. There are so many things. Okay, if you are having a very good and skillful personnel, it could not provide satisfaction overall, especially the treatment being delivered A plus, but the facilities is not. Tak boleh lah, maknanya ada separuh boleh puas hati, layanan bagus, very skillful, very knowledgeable, but the interior of that particular hotel poor and dull looking. Yang tu memang tak boleh lah. Okay, yang ni kata the loopholes of satisfaction ni. Satisfaction is always equal to perfect. Dia mesti perfect. Facilities perfect. The maintenance perfect. The delivery of information perfect. The signage perfect. Semua kena perfect. Because this is what we call people business. Hospitality is always about people business. Everything needs to be highly tasteful, perfect. Makanan perfect in terms of its quality, in terms of its arrangement, in terms of its taste, in terms of its color. Kan makan itu mau makanan, kan. Sama juga dengan cutlery. Mesti the highest level of quality and arrangement and the apa ni shining. Dia mesti cutlery yang shining. Dia tak boleh nampak, orang kata bila shining tu is always translated to clean. Okay, positivity bias. Okay, bias. Often very positive feedback are given on satisfaction studies, make it harder for the researcher or company. Okay, bias ni is unavoidable because there are so many of these reviews being made by individuals. Some of them provide in favor of that particular person or in favor of that particular organizations. So if this happens, it would provide bias. Okay, so because of the treatment received is different, kan, katakan there are some of the high ranking officers staying in that particular hotel. The treatment is very different from a man from kampung, kan, who knows nothing, who have less money, kan, ataupun the treatment received if you are staying in the VIP room, then yang duduk dekat lobby tu dia punya, ataupun paling tidak the treatment that you receive the moment you are going out, ataupun just after you slam your door, tengok that type of car pula, macam tu lah. Yang tu pun bias juga. So those are the things that you need to take care seriously about the equally treatment. Contoh kalau kereta Proton Saga parking dekat lobby, cepat je whistle berbunyi, so you move your vehicle. Tapi bila kereta Jaguar masuk dekat lobby, tak ada orang pun bunyikan whistle, kan, ada namanya double standard. Tapi itu benda tu memang macam lumrah alam, lumrah manusia, kan. Macam tu lah. So, apa perasaan kepada pemandu ataupun guest who came with Proton Saga? Yang kereta tu pun baru masuk juga, kan? Tapi kereta tu kereta Jaguar. Duduk hotel yang sama, bilik rate yang sama, kategori bilik pun bilik yang sama juga, kan? Orang ni duduk dekat premium suite, orang ni pun duduk dekat premium suite, tapi the level of treatment received different. Yang macam tu lah, tu dia jadi positivity bias. So yang ni lebih kepada the management level. Okay, management level, the staff needs to be make sure that they treat the customers equally fair. Alright, macam tu lah. Synthesizing satisfaction. So understanding satisfaction need to be expanded to research. Should tap on qualitative appraisals, interview, discussion, issues with cross-cultural factors towards satisfaction. kita ada ramai tourists from different kinds of background. Ada daripada Southeast Pacific, ada daripada Asian countries ataupun ASEAN, lain-lain tau, daripada Middle East kan. So different different expectation, different cultures. So you need to understand them, you need to ask them. If you don't know or you unsure, you just ask. Okay, benchmarking appraisals. If you are a new resort or new travel agent or new hotel, okay, or you have been in the industry for many years, like 20 years, tapi your review ataupun the average length of stay of the people who stay at that particular hotel is very low, then you might want to look for a benchmark. What is your benchmark? Look for other hotels who that is very successful kan. Look for other managers who are very successful managing their organizations. Look for them, look out for them, and then make them as your benchmark. Dia kena penanda aras lah, kena ada kan. Dia kena ada macam visit and then jumpa and then make some discussions kan, macam tu, and then you learn from them. Yang tu penting lah. Okay, macam kawan-kawan kan, in your class you identify or you notice that you have worked so hard day and night, but your markah is not very encouraging. You suddenly realize that 2 or 3 of your friends in the class obtain very excellent marks every semester dapat anugerah dekan. So you learn from your friends. Tu namanya penanda arasnya your friend kan. Penanda aras adalah anugerah dekan kan. Macam mana dia belajar, what are their strategies kan, what are the shortcuts, macam how they handle all the obstacles and pitfalls in their life kan, as a student. Macam tu lah, belajar daripada orang yang very successful, then you will become successful as well. And then you might want to mingle around with your peers which is at the same level of your business. Okay, macam tu lah. Mana berkawan, makna tu you are creating your circle. Kalau your circle tu orang yang everyday speaking English, so you will one day can become like them. You are very fluent speaking English or speaking Spanish or speaking Arabic. Macam tu lah. Okay, kena ada benchmarking, penanda aras orang bagaimana. If you are mingle around with intellect people, then you will become intellect. Then di sebaliknya, kalau kita bergaul dengan ataupun our circle of business tu dengan orang-orang yang baru nak up ataupun BBNU kan, your level of thinking as a university student, tapi bila bergaul ramai dengan budak-budak BBNU, budak-budak baru nak up, nanti you will be downgrading your level of intelligence. Macam tu lah. Makna kata bukanlah downgrading, tapi the critical thinking, the cognitive skills, you would not acquire as much as if you mingle around with high achievers. Sebab dia boleh sparking with too many active ideas. Okay, itu maknanya circle tu is very important. Alright, okay, tourist knowledge acquisition. I think you can read it by yourself because this is self-explanatory. Okay, social representation theory is more to about the understanding of on the background, the cultures of others. Okay, about the social unity, about harmony, about respect. This is what's called, this theory is translated into understanding people. Okay. Alright, okay, a social representation should be seen as a specific way of understanding and communicating with the other. The other tu makna the other culture, the other ethnic kan. How can you communicate with Mat Saleh? Mat Saleh ni kita biasa Malaysia dipukul rata, dia ingat semua orang putih Amerika. kebanyakan orang putih tu ada orang Spanyol tak reti cakap English kan, ada orang Cuba kan, ada daripada Mexico, ada daripada Jerman, ada daripada France, banyak. Macam tu lah. If they can't communicate with you in English, then you might want to use broken English, doesn't matter, and use gestures kan, macam use gestures, they understand. Or perhaps you might want to help them around by becoming local guide in that particular organisation, macam dekat hotel pergi lobby ke, showing them around kan, macam tu lah. Orang putih ni pelbagai, so this what you call understand their need, have some empathy on them, and then put yourself in their shoes. Macam tu lah, alright. So kena, yang paling penting tu, the way you carry yourself, dia mesti jadi friendly, hospitality. Sebab people business, kalau rasa diri tu, pembawakan diri tu dia sukar nak senyum, then you might want to what you call learn how to smile right now, belajar untuk senyum. Kalau rasa diri tu rasa kaku berhadapan dengan orang, make sure you try to make some adjustment on that particular matter. Kalau tak, nanti memang you can't survive in the industry, sebab industry is always about people business. Hospitality ni dalam bahasa Melayunya ramah mesra, dia mesti ramah mesra tau, layanan mesra, macam tu. Quality and tourist satisfaction. If you provide a very good quality service, it equally to the high level of satisfaction. Yang tu, dia mesti quality. Okay, these are two statements here in the slides have been discussed just now tadi lah. Okay, so I think tourist satisfaction is what we call a priority. It is very important, it is imperative, it is something that you can't neglect, it is something that you can't avoid. Okay, this topic is like a food. Okay, without food, then you will die. Without ataupun ignoring tourist satisfaction, your business will die. So if you don't have any questions, you can always ask me in the YouTube comment or in the Telegram group. Okay, I'll see you next week. Assalamualaikum.